What's up, people? Back again. Gonna be doing a little bit of just casual laddering today, and we're gonna be doing it in the OU tier of the team I built around Serperior a couple months ago, back when Contrary was first released. No, it wasn't really that long, but yeah, let's just look for a battle. Like I said, it's kind of just a little bit of casual laddering. It's like 11 at night, and I'm just tired, so. Might be making a few mistakes. Hopefully Showdown isn't terrible like it's been for the last couple days. And I'm gonna pause till I find a battle, so I'll be back in a minute. Or not. Or we're able to find a battle fairly quickly. But yeah, just to quick run through the team for you guys. Where is it? There we go. Leftover Serperior, more of an offensive free attacking Heatran, bulky Mega Slowbro, Combine Volt Switch Raikou, Scarf Landorus, and Sword Stance free attack Diggerbee. What? Okay. And yeah, this is why I said more of casual laddering. But yeah, hands down, best lead is Landorus. The only lead that actually threatens Landorus like a little bit this game is the kind of the Talon Flame, at least a little bit. But yeah, this, because he led off with it, I'm pretty sure it's looking like it might be Assault Vest. So we're just gonna U-turn out. I risk nothing by doing that. Unfortunately, I gotta pick something to take a hit here, but good thing is I do have my Slowbro. Yeah, well. Okay. Let's try that again. What? Why are you using Scrafty, sir? I have no idea. I'm tired. Or go straight into Talonflame. That's fine too. Because I have Heatran, and my Heatran has Ancient Power, which he's probably not going to enjoy. But hands down, my best play is just going straight for the Ancient Power, because if he goes into Espeon, I really don't want Stealth Rocks getting bounced back, and he U-turns and takes Life Orb damage. So yeah, let's see if he goes into Espeon like I predict, but like I said, going for Lava Plume was way too risky of a play. And if my opponent does brings in anything else, as you bring in Lantern. Get the boost, nope. Okay, that's fine. I'll just Stealth Rock now. Yeah, now there's, like I said, if my opponent goes into the Espeon, it would be a good play. I don't think he's gonna do it, just based on the fact that he's using Fake Out Scrafty. I could be a little judgmental. It could be a little early to make the call. Just kind of a hunch. But yeah, this is kind of an outdated team. I haven't used it in a while, to be completely honest. And Thunder Wave, that's actually really annoying, because it means I can't outspeed Scizor anymore. At least I'm assuming. Oh, I know, he's running Mega Manectric. That's fine. Let's see. Why does that keep happening? Probably predicted my switch into Serperior. But I go into Raikou, I can't do it. Yeah, this thing's actually really annoying now that I think about it. Opponent has absolutely no reason here not to click Scald, and I need my Heatran. I wish I had Substitute on Serperior right now, I really do. This is annoying. I'm just gonna take the chance. Yeah, I have to chance it. Okay, I've just lost all respect for my opponent. Just gonna fire off a Leaf Storm. I risk absolutely nothing in doing so. There we go. And honestly, Serperior really isn't sweeping anyway. And it really doesn't outspeed all that much. So, well, it is definitely useful. I'm just going to click Dragon Pulse here because it's my best neutral hitting move if my opponent does want to switch out. Preferably into Talonflame, I would suggest. And by that, I just want to get kills. I mean, let me just see, did they reset my points because of the ladders? I don't remember, to be honest, and the lobby is bugging me. Yeah, I have a decent amount of I mean, I'm not super high on the ladder. In fact, I'm not really that high at all, but, you know, I'm a lot higher than I could be. Yeah. Come on, opponent. Make a move. Go into Talonflame. Let me break through. Scizor. That's... why do you have an air balloon? Why? There is no reason at all Scizor should be having an air balloon. Why? Why? And I really don't want to take a U-turn because this is still kind of useful. So if I go to Heatran and my opponent U-turns, Lantern comes in, but I really don't care, so I'm just gonna go into it. And if a Bug Bite's if my opponent goes for Bug Bite, I'm going straight into Landorus on the superpower. So we'll see. This is kind of a play by ear sort of thing. As my opponent goes into Talonflame. Why on earth did you go into Talonflame? I'm going to just fire off an Ancient Power. I risk absolutely nothing. Why on earth did you make that play? You know, actually getting paralyzed there wasn't terrible. Unfortunately, it means this Talonflame lives another day. And... yeah, there really isn't all that much explaining needed in this. This is just... come on, opponent. Make a move. Nice and powerful. Get the boost, get the boost, get the boost, get the boost. I mean, it doesn't matter, but get the boost, get the boost. Nope. And yet again, this thing is kind of annoying. It's not good, it's kind of annoying. Unfortunately, let's see. I could go away. Could go to Landorus. I want to keep my Choice Scarf though for the Manectric. Diggersby absolutely destroys my opponent if I'm able to get Diggersby completely destroys my opponent if I'm able to get up a Swords Dance. Unfortunately, I have knockoff over return because otherwise I'm completely stopped by Gengar, who my team has massive trouble with. I'm just gonna go to Slowbro because honestly, I don't see Slowbro doing like anything this game. And Slowbro just in general can take like anything from Scrafty. Yeah. See, that does nothing. And I'm just gonna go for Stock Scald. Because if it turns out that the Lantern is Water Absorb instead of Volt Absorb, well, you know, nothing's good. Like, I have multiple ways of playing around that. As my opponent clearly doesn't give a fuck. So, yeah. That burn is nice. I much appreciate it. I'm just gonna go for Slack Off. It's my safest play. I shouldn't even have to explain that. My opponent goes in a Manectric. That would be a good play. That's a good play. As now, unfortunately, I have to pick something to take a Volt Switch. And this is getting really annoying, having to constantly scroll. You know, I'm turning the Zolta thing off. This is getting annoying. This is getting really annoying, actually. I'm not going to Diggersby. I'm definitely not going to Landorus. Heatran can take one hit. You know, I'll use Raikou as a pivot. And if my opponent goes for Thunderbolt, that's fine because I'll just be able to get Volt Switch initiative because I can easily take 2 hits. I'm not really worried about that. Flamethrower, yep. And now I get... you know... This is annoying because I know my opponent's going to Volt Switch into the Lantern, but I really can't do anything about it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go straight for the Calm Mind just in case my opponent wants to Volt Switch into Lantern and try to get the Volt Absorb. And if my opponent does something weird, like go into pretty much anything else, I get initiative. Because I can't switch. Like, switching out would be my worst play. Unless I was like that ballsy and decided to go to Landorus that turn, which at that point I'd have to U-turn. I'd have no choice. Like, I've just been spending this game just in an awkward position. Not really a bad position, but just in an awkward position. Okay, and that pretty much just guarantees me that my opponent has Water Absorb. At least I'm about 90% sure, and I'm gonna Volt Switch now because this thing is just stupid and annoying, so... And honestly, I really don't need Raikou. Raikou is probably the only liability on this team. So, well, it looks like I'm abandoning the boost. I can't break Lantern to begin with. So, let's see. I have a few choices here. I could go to Serperior, which would bait out either the Talonflame or the Manectric, but I don't have a boost, so I don't really want to bait out the Talonflame yet. I could very easily just go... Yeah, actually, I'm just going to go to Landorus, and it'll help me assess the situation. And if my opponent goes into Talonflame, well, it is Life Orb. Unfortunately, I don't have the Intimidate, but Landorus really isn't much of a check anyway, and getting extra damage on Manectric will be nice. I apologize about that. And come on, sir, make a decision. And if you're wondering why I'm running Calm Mind as well as Volt Switch on Raikou, Raikou generally has one viable set, and that's it runs Thunderbolt, HP Ice, and then the last 2 moves are what you need on the team. And you know, I'm just gonna click Earthquake. If I kill the Manectric, that's amazing because this is the only thing I need Landorus for. And if my opponent decides to go into Talonflame on the obvious Earthquake, which he doesn't, which is completely fine with me, because he goes into Talonflame now, which again is completely fine with me. Yeah, I can just go straight into Slowbro and risk absolutely nothing, because I still have my Heatran, who I don't have to risk, and if my opponent goes for anything but Roost right now, he's just in a bad spot. And now I think I'm just going to fire off a Scald. Like I said, wants to go into Lantern, that's completely fine with me. But this Talonflame has... Like I said, this specifically is why Talonflame should always have either a Defog or a Spinner. Are you serious? Oh, okay. And that's amazing. So, yeah. I'm just going to make a nice safe switch into Serperior and not care. Yeah, this is specifically why they need to fix Showdown lag, by the way. Because... Okay, dude, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. And I'm just going to go for Dragon Pulse just on the off chance my opponent wants to bring in Talonflame for some unexplainable reason. Or he decides to, well, makes the correct play, as weird as that sounds. But yeah, it didn't matter, sir. And Espeon, which honestly my best play is clicking Leaf Storm, because unless this is sorry about that, unless this is sub pass, which it's not because it has Heal Bell, I'm not really scared of this. And getting off a Leaf Storm, because honestly, I really don't need Serperior at all at this point. Serperior has more than done its job, and everything that it kind of deals with is already out of the way, and that did a ton. Oh, it's Life Orb. Why are you Life Orb with Heal Bell? That makes no sense. So, yeah, I'm just going to stay in, try to fire off a Dragon Pulse just on the off chance my opponent wants to switch for some unexplainable reason. I can't stress that enough. I've seen it happen, though. I've just seen Life Orb with Heal Bell, so you know what, I will expect anything at this point. And with that, I get a very, very free switch into Landorus to nice and safely click Knockoff. Because either if this stays in and die, Talonflame, if he's feeling really ballsy, could switch in on a U-turn. Wants to bring in Scrafty, I really don't care. I have Slowbro. And like I said, either stay in and die, switch to Talonflame and die, or go to Scrafty, and I don't care. The choice is yours, sir. Come on. This is taking way too long. Way too long. Dead. Okay. Yeah, that's basically game. So, and by basically game, I mean, like, my opponent, unless it turns out that he's, like, fake out very Dragon Dance, then there's, like, yeah, this Scrafty is Assault Vest. He can't be anything but that. But with that, I go to Slowbro. Because it has Intimidate, it doesn't have Shed Skin, so I can just go for Thunder Wave and not care. But I'm just going to Mega up just so I don't have to risk any crits, as my opponent goes for Fake Out. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to Mega Click Scald just so I get the extra power. Because, you know what? Why not? That did nothing. And with that, we take this out via Scald. Wants to go to Espeon. It'll die. And I have like 5 ways of taking it out. So there is no possible way I can lose this game. As my opponent realizes that, GG. I know I've just kind of been sounding nonchalant, but it's also after 11 o'clock at night. And I'm facing a guy who's using a team like this. I'm honestly curious to see what kind of points my opponent has right now. Just out of straight up curiosity. Oh, actually has the Shadow Bolt. That's fine. As you know, I'm just gonna go into screw it. I'm just gonna click Knockoff. I might as well. I honestly don't know why Landorus is, like, Scarflando is dropping in popularity at least a little bit. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think Landorus is still really good. Huh. Yeah, it's each their own. Huh, my opponent actually had, like, a little bit of points. Let's find another battle. Not a lot of points, but a little bit. But yeah, not nice casual laddering, I just wanted to. Depending on how long the next game goes, and there we go, I might have to make this the last battle, as this is a very standard team. Mega Gallade has definitely lost a lot of popularity, I have to say that. But, let's see, Raikou has a nice matchup. Not a great matchup, but definitely a nice matchup. Serperior absolutely shreds my opponent. Like, just completely shreds. Diggersby puts in a lot of work. And I have to keep Landorus healthy. Slowbro's not doing anything this game at all. Let's see. And Heatran, I need it for certain things, but because I'm expecting obligatory Rotom lead, I'm just going to lead off with my Serperior, because why the hell not? And if I do get the lead right, which... that's fine, as long as you don't have Thunder. Oh, and I honestly, I really don't want to take the hit. Screw it, YOLO. I'm just gonna go Leaf Storm, because then plus 2 HP Fire definitely knocks it out. And if my opponent wants to switch into anything, I'm getting a boost. And because I'm leftovers, I don't have to worry about passive recovery. And if my opponent decides to go Bisharp, I will 100% switch out. Even though Bisharp is probably one of the biggest threats to this team. Like, this team really hates Bisharp with a... That sucks. That sucks a lot, actually. Because best thing that could happen right now is it. Best thing that could happen is my opponent is really stupid and does something, again, really stupid. Worst thing that happens is I get either T-waved or crit with Gyro Ball, or my opponent decides to hard switch into Bisharp, which I'm not particularly against. This is a Leaf Storm. It'll do a decent amount of damage, but unfortunately, that miss really sucks. And I'm putting the timer on. You have to choose your move faster, sir. Clefable. What do you think you're doing? Unless that's unaware, this is like you. If that's not unaware, you just lost on the spot. I hope you understand that. Unless that's like Scarf Latios, or you get like a complete mega crit. This is one of the few things that on your team that could actually take a hit. You had to sack something. It was Magic Guard. Gone. I'm a +4 Serperior. Gallade, I just gotta hit Leaf Storm. Bisharp, HP Fire. Rotom, I could probably knock it out with Dragon Pulse. Let me just calc that quick, because I really don't... Serperior, well, that's not the recommended spread. I am timid. Item doesn't really matter. Special attack +4. Rotom Wash. Dragon Pulse. Oh, hey, that doesn't do nearly as much as I thought it would. Yeah, I have HP Fire for this. Unless he crits me with Sucker Punch, it's fine. Or turns out to be like Choice Banded with Black Glasses as well. Or it was like Focus Sash or something. Like, yeah, I have leftovers. It doesn't matter. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing you can do. You're swept at this point, barring I don't miss 2 Leaf Storms. The Serperior is HP Fire. Latios, Dragon Pulse. Rotom, I attempt to click Leaf Storm this. Okay, I attempt to click Leaf Storm. Because if I knock this out, I'm Dragon Pulsing. I'm going to try to Dragon Pulse. You know, screw it. I'm going for 2 Leaf Storms. I don't care. I already missed 1. As you have the Shadow Sneak. And with that, I think Serperior just... Yep. Nice, powerful turn 1 6-0. Serperior, you're so powerful. No, I don't want to forfeit. Funniest thing was my opponent actually had a pretty standard team. It's actually a very good team. He's completely 6-0'd by Serperior, but he had a good team nonetheless. But that could be one of the reasons why Mega Gallade is like severely dropping in popularity. The other reason, of course, being Mega Lopunny. You know, I gotta say, that's a really cool team. I don't think it's super good. That's a really cool team, though. As by far my best lead is my Raikou. Because Raikou just has such a good matchup against everything, except for that to an extent. Yeah, I don't really have a good matchup with this. I'm honestly just going to HP Ice. Like, I want to keep Raikou healthy. Yeah, that does a decent amount. And I just got blown back. But honestly, that was the play that I had to make there. And the question is, do I want to go... Diggersby's not going to kill. I could either go Landorus. If I click Earthquake, Gyarados comes in and sets up, or Serperior is just my best play here, because I can just go for Leaf Storm, and if my opponent brings in Klefki, I get a free switch into my Slowbro. So yeah, Leaf Storm is my best play here. Because Jirachi dies to... Well, Jirachi's not going to appreciate multiple hits. Actually, I'm going to go for Glare. Yeah, Glare is definitely my best play here. So, come on, cancel button. Oh, that works. I'm honestly fine with that. Yeah, it brings in either Klefki or Victini, but Victini's a non-issue because I have Slowbro. And Scarflando. And Heatran. Breloom, I have to be careful, but I should be fine. Klefki is just a free invitation for my Slowbro. Jirachi is a free invitation for my Heatran. Yeah, this is a threat to my opponent. There's no way in hell he's going for anything but either Thunder Wave or possibly maybe a Layer of Spikes if he makes a prediction. So if I go into my Heatran, I can get my... if I go to Heatran, I can get Stealth Rocks up. So that'll break a potential Focus Sash on Breloom. And also give me extra damage against Gyarados and Victini. So yeah, going to Heatran and Stealth Rocking, as weird as it is, it's by far my best play. Yes, I have to risk possible screens, but outside of possibly Victini, or if he decides to be ballsy and go straight into Gyarados on a possible Lava Plume, which I think is a horrible, horrible play to anybody who would even attempt that. But yeah, losing Raikou, like, it really sucked. But I needed to get the damage on Zygarde because I was really fearing a Dragonite there. Are you serious? Are you double serious? Okay, if this is substitute Mega Gyarados, I just lost. It's Mega Gyarados. I got a Mega and go for Thunder Wave. If this thing subs, I just lost because of that. Well. Okay, that's fine. Well, here comes the crunch, and unfortunately, I gotta pick something to die. Landorus is still very important. If I go to Heatran, he continues to set up. I can't... Here's the thing. I need Slowbro because of the Victini. And the Jirachi to an extent. I want to sack Heatran, but I can't afford him continuously setting up. You know what? I can sack Landorus. I really, really want to keep it around, but it's my most expendable team member right now because if I get a kill, like if he kills my Landorus, I get a free switch into my Serperior, and not getting up Stealth Rocks is absolutely huge there, especially if his Breloom is Focus Sash. Oh, as he goes for the Earthquake. Can't tell if he was predicting my Heatran or if he doesn't have Crunch. That probably tells me he doesn't have Crunch. But Earthquake is just my best play because he has no immunities right now. And getting extra damage, yeah, he doesn't have Crunch. Okay. And I have to hit a Leaf Storm here. If I do, I'm in a good position because if I force this out, this thing will be a non-issue if I can force it out because Slowbro destroys him. Unfortunately, okay, good. Serperior got the kill. If he goes into Victini, he's definitely scarfed. Goes in a Clef Key. I'm just going to go back into Heatran and try to get Stealth Rocks back up again. Hopefully not getting paralyzed. Breloom, I will stay in. Yeah, Clef Key. I actually want to go straight for the Hidden Power Fire, even though I know it's a bad play. But based on the fact that he didn't go to Victini, it tells me he's more than likely banded or some like sub power-up punch set. I wouldn't rule that out. I'm actually going to hard switch straight into my Diggersby, expecting not foul play here. And then it'll give me an opportunity to get off a free Earthquake, which would be much appreciated. But yeah, based on how long this is going, because these games are taking forever, I'll probably just end it after this battle, because yeah, this is taking forever. As yeah, I really, really, really wanted to Hidden Power Fire there, but I can't afford to let Serperior get paralyzed. As I'm just gonna go straight for the Earthquake, because my opponent has absolutely no switch-ins. And Breloom, yeah, gone. Just gone. Okay. Heatran beats Jirachi and threatens him by making it so he can't spam V-Create. Slowbro can deal with Jirachi if I need to, but it's also my primary beat for Victini. And Serperior, if I can get a kill on the Breloom or anything in general, I just straight up win. And Diggersby is only really useful for getting off some extra damage. So what I'm actually going to do, my best play is actually going for knockoff here, because I either am going to, because especially if the Victini, if it gets a kill, which would be complete, like I said, if he V creates, then I just go into Heatran and click Lava Plume. If he goes for Bolt Strike, I'm immune. He goes for U-turn, I get off a knockoff, which would be horrible. And if he clicks Zen Headbutt, then, well, hopefully I break through the oh yeah, he U-turns. That's definitely choice banded. Honestly, Victini, it was the right play, but it caused so many mind games. As yeah, here comes Breloom. It was Focus Sash, like I said it was. And because I'm adamant, I get outsped, knocked out with Mach Punch. But by far my best play here is going straight for, let's see, Earthquake would be 75, Quick Attack is 60. Yeah, I'm just going to go straight for the Earthquake, because if he tries to set up, then I'm in a horrible spot. He's not sporing right now. Bullet Seed. I could have knocked you out, sir. I could have knocked you out. And let's see. I can't go to Slowbro. I could very well go to Heatran, but I don't think, but that's not a good idea. Serperior is actually my best thing, because going to Serperior and clicking Glare, I think, is my best play here. Yeah, going to Serperior and clicking Glare is definitely my best play. Because that'll allow my Heatran to outspeed, even though it doesn't really matter. And will probably allow my Slowbro to outspeed too, which means Slowbro just puts in work. So, yeah, this is going to be a little harder to win. Like, not clicking Quick Attack there, I was convinced as my opponent goes Mach Punch, which is honestly fine. I don't know why on earth he's trying to sack the Breloom, but going for Leaf Storm here is my best play, because if I can get a boost and I can get extra damage off, like, I don't need my Serperior at this point. I'm making that very clear. I do not need Serperior at this point. And oh, okay, yeah, that works. So you know what? If I can get off an extra Leaf Storm and be able to, because I should be, or not, or not. Okay. And this caps at 262, so Slowbro outspeeds. See, this is where getting Stealth Rocks that would have been nice. And Mach Punch. Let me just. I should probably calc this. I really should. I think I'm only running what, 4? I'm 291. No, I'm running max. 227. Okay. Breloom, OU offensive. Mach Punch does 35 to 41. He's been getting low rolls. Or he's, yeah, he's jolly and he's been getting low rolls. So yeah, Slowbro here is my best play. If he goes for Bullet Seed, oh wait, yeah, if he goes for Bullet Seed, that was a horrible idea, but you know, we'll never know. And Scald is my best play. So, okay, go to Victini. I'm T-waving it because I can easily live a Banded Bolt Strike. Go to Jirachi. I'm gonna attempt to T-wave it. Well, again, I'm gonna attempt to. Actually, I could just go to Heatran. I don't have to play around this. And I can just continuously click Earth Power to not allow the Victini to switch in. So if he wants to go into Victini here on the Heatran, great. So, as it's special. Okay. So, yeah, I'm clicking Earth Power. I really don't care what this Jirachi wants to do, and if he insists on staying in, I will swap it up to Lava Plume. Or he bops me with a Hidden Power Ground. Okay. I think I might have just lost because of that. Yeah, I think I might have just lost because of that. That fucking blows. I had to miss the Leaf Storm. That really blows. Just saying now, I think I need at least, yeah, I need to get a Power Hacks here to, there we go. There we go. Yeah, and I should be able to take a Choice Banded Bolt Strike. At least I hope so. Oh, no, I'm offensive. I'm fucking dying. Yeah, I'm just gonna die. I'm not defensive Slowbro, I'm offensive. Yeah, me missing the Leaf Storm completely cost me the game. Unless I somehow live this Bolt Strike. Survival! No! You gotta miss. You gotta miss. You have to miss. Nope. Whatever, GG. Gotta love the mechanical keyboard typing. But you know what? I'm just gonna do one more because I don't want to end it on that note, especially because we lost because of hacks. So, yeah, my opponent made so many misplays, and I kept expecting him to make the correct play, but then he kept making bad plays. Oh, what? I really hate Baton Pass teams. I really, really hate Baton Pass teams. Raikou just puts in so much work. Like, I'm actually a little upset that I lost that last game, I'm not gonna lie. As Volt Switch is hands down my best play. But this is yet another team that, unless he Scarf Staraptor or the Serperior has Megahorn, Serperior, especially late game, will shred through his entire team. And like I said, Raikou just puts in so much work. So, hands down, if I go into Diggersby, that's ballsy as hell. And probably a horrible play. Heatran, if I go into it, I could bait the possible Focus Blast. Yeah, Heatran is basically useless this game. Heatran beats absolutely nothing. Oh, it's Perish Trap. Okay. That's interesting. As I'm gonna go for Stealth Rock, expecting not Espeon. Probably a Protect, to be completely honest. But yeah, if I can get up a Stealth Rock here, if he switches to Espeon, I'll just switch out. That's fine. But my opponent's in a position where he's really not in a good position. As yeah, he goes for the mean look, and I'm able to get my Stealth Rocks up, which is really nice. And I am completely fine with losing Heatran, because if he protects, he's got to pick, yeah, protects this turn. He's got to pick something to take a Lava Plume here. So, yeah, I'm completely fine with losing Heatran in exchange for getting Stealth Rocks. Audino, there we go. Get the burn, there we go. Yeah, I'm fine with losing Heatran, though. Heatran does absolutely nothing for me right now. And what this does is it allows me to get a free switch into... See, I really want to go to my Diggersby. Because... Oh, his Gengar can't touch my Diggersby. Yeah, I can just set up. I risk nothing by setting up right now. Because I'd want to go into Staraptor. Unless you have Intimidate, I'm hitting you with a +2 quick attack, and I'm adamant. So, Wobbuffet will get completely destroyed. Scolipede will probably take a big hit. Gengar, again, I have knockoff, and unless he has Will-O-Wisp as his 4th attack, Gengar is not doing anything. It's more than likely Destiny Bond, which is actually kind of scary. Oh, he is Intimidate. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure he has to close combat here. Or if he wants to switch out, that's fine. Slowbro is my best switch regardless. Because I'm perfectly fine with abandoning the boost here. It doesn't really matter to me. Close combat, yeah. Hands down is best play. Which my best play is actually clicking just regular Scald. Because if I'm able to get a burn on possibly the Wobbuffet. Oh, the Audino comes in. Why'd you bring in the Audino? Why are you regular Audino? Why? I'm just gonna click Scald. Like, if you wish... Okay, die to burn now. Bye. Scolipede doesn't matter. Actually, I could probably live a hit. Yeah, I can live a hit. Gengar's a non-issue, because I'll just T-Wave it. Actually, no, I'll just Scald it. Yeah, I'll just Mega Scald it. Espeon, again, like non-issue, and Staraptor, I would much appreciate. So yeah, I'm still annoyed how I lost that last game though. Multiple levels of hacks, but you know what? Can't win them all. So come on, opponent, make moves, conjure up decisions. Come on, opponent. Stop taking forever. Oh, Gengar. Okay, that's That's fine. If I go to Diggersby. No, I'm actually paranoid about the Shadow Ball right now. I really am. Let me calc this. Slowbro, I have 40. I think I'm 248. I don't remember. Max. And yeah, 206. Yep. Versus Gengar. I hate my keyboard sometimes. Let's see. I'll just go OU sub split and then just swap that out. That's fine. Shadow Ball does 76 to 90, so unless he needs a high roll if he actually has Shadow Ball. I don't think he does, to be honest. I'm just gonna go into my Diggersby. The way he's bringing it in, I'm convinced he has Shadow Ball. He wants to go for Perish Song, fine, I'll click Knock Off the next turn. I don't care. Go straight for the Perish Song. That's fine. I'm just gonna go for Knock Off. Focus Sash. Really? Really? This thing's gonna get another kill now. I'm just gonna go for Earthquake on the off chance he switches. Probably into either. Again, just on the off chance he switches. If he pulls out the rest, I'm gonna be really upset. I'll just say that now. Like, I can't stress that enough. Yeah, that is stressful. Again, I cannot stress that enough. That was stressful. Gotta keep Slowbro. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Raikou. Raikou just has such a good matchup. Okay, Calm Mind is my best play. Wants to Encore me, that's fine. No. As I'm T-bolting this turn just on the off chance because again, this is a series of 50-50s and just that did nothing. Okay, that's fine. I get a kill here. Well, potentially. I'm either gonna get a kill or or I crit him. Yeah, I get a kill. That's amazing. Yeah, I don't even care. Just the fact that he had a Focus Sash Gengar with Perish Trap just annoyed me. Cause yeah, that's why Stealth Rocks are important, people. But yeah. If you want to stay in, I'm fast enough to outrun Max Speed Scolipede. Not Scolipede, Max Speed Serperior, so I outspeed this if he doesn't Protect. If he does go for Protect, I am 100% going into my Landorus because you can't touch Landorus. That's fine. Actually, by staying in, I guarantee he can't get up Iron Defenses. And Raikou isn't that useful. Like, it's definitely useful, but Serperior, Star Raptor's not a threat because I have Slowbro. And yeah, he does try to go for the Iron Defense. And has a Citrus Berry. This is why I hate Baton Pass. But yeah, go right ahead. That's fine. Completely fine with me. Actually, yeah, that whatever goes through, it's fine. Because Espeon is gonna get 2-shot. Yeah. Oh, I hate Baton Pass. Oh, how I hate Baton Pass. And good thing that didn't go through. I'll say that, because Morning Sunlit, no. No. I will get a crit at one point or another. I will crit you if you keep trying this. You have to go for stored power. That does jack all. Yeah, that's... You lose. No, go away. Yeah, so with that, I think that's where we're going to call it an episode. Like I said, just kind of casual laddering and nothing too serious. Again, I'm still annoyed that I lost that game just because I had complete matchup, but because I had like the worst lead matchup possible, just bad things just ended up happening from there. And then just the fact that he had HP ground Jirachi, which I can't complain about because he was running it specifically for Heatran. So you know what, I'm not gonna knock it in any way. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know why you would for this one, but hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you do. Check out my other content, and until next time, guys, later.